Follow them on Twitter, YouTube, Podomatic, and iTunes. This is brought to you by Loot and Tweet.u. Now it's time for the Guys Night Podcast!
Step in the theater, what will you find? So many movies, not enough time. Action, horror, thriller, comedy, foreign documentaries. Welcome to Guys Night. Guys Night.
We just got out of the third adaptation of The Mummy. This installment, I'm not gonna lie, is probably the weakest entry. This is the start of the cinematic Universal universe itself, of their Dark Universe. Very poor entry. I will say this: Jake Johnson's character was taken directly from A Werewolf in London. It doesn't know what tone it wants to be. I feel like, literally, when I was watching this movie, it felt like not only like a combination of a video game, but just a very poor action movie that would come out of the tail end of August. Tom Cruise is probably the somewhat likable character in the movie. The love interest itself was kind of weak and meh, but I think the biggest flaw is that it doesn't know what tone it wants to be. It's not interesting. The 40-minute mark of the movie, I literally looked at my watch like, is this done yet? Like, I just wanted to see like how much more of this movie is, because when you get to the final conclusion, you don't care about these characters, you don't care how it gets resoluted, you just want this movie to end, and because of that, I'm going to give The Mummy a unfortunate 1 out of 4 stars.
Yeah, we just got out of The Mummy, and I have to say it is probably the piece of shit that I wish I never saw. Unfortunately, Tom Cruise failed me on this one, and I don't think he's good in horror movies. I don't even think this was a horror movie. It was more like an action comedy, more like action boring-ass comedy. But I have to say, don't see this movie, unfortunately. So my rating, 1.5. I only gave it the 1.5 because the whole beginning was probably the best part of the movie, and that was only like, what, 5-10 minutes?
So we saw The Mummy, and I have to say, don't see this movie. It's a 1.5 for me. Tom Cruise can act, but he can't blend movies that have action and horror, and it kind of sucked. So don't see this movie.
We just got done seeing The Mummy, and I gave it a 1 because I gave it a 0.5 because it was just horrible overall. First, it's not a horror movie, which they kept pumping and kept saying, oh, it's going to be the new version of horror, and it wasn't. As far as action movies go, it was horrible. I mean, there was really no epic action scenes. I mean, there was decent visuals, but like nothing where you're like at the edge of your seat, like, oh my fucking god, nothing like that. The acting was very catty. It was all like little quips and one-liners. There was no real meat or potatoes to it, and the story seemed very jumbled. I mean, there was good parts about it, like the backstory with the new Imhotep character, but like other than that, it was really just kind of lame. You didn't find out anything about Tom Cruise's character's past, so you kind of don't feel like he's hyped. I mean, Brendan Fraser, I got more of a hype with because I knew he was like this rogue pilot type person, and you were like kind of like, oh, he's badass. But Tom Cruise, you really got nothing. You knew he was a thief. That was about it. But they didn't say if he stole anything great or how he's a thief. And he's not even like a great thief. He's just like happens to be in the right spot at the right time. They kind of did the Werewolf in Paris thing, which was kind of rehashed. I mean, that dialogue was good, but it wasn't enough to save the movie. Otherwise, I really wouldn't recommend seeing this. I wouldn't even recommend seeing this on tape. If it comes on FX with the commercials, then you can watch it. Otherwise, rated as a 1.5 because it was that bad.
And this movie is just plain dog shit. I can't. I'm a huge monster movie fan, especially Universal's older monster movies, from The Mummy, from the 1932 version. And this movie's pacing, editing, dialogue, characters is just all horseshit. This does nothing to do anything to reboot the Universal monster movie universe. It does nothing for it. It's just it's god awful. There is nothing, like the advertising is terrible. It's down your throat 24/7 saying it's a horror movie, it's a horror movie. It's a jumbled mess. They need to be damned for it. I hope they get a lot of flack for it, and I just really hope that they take this as a maybe just scratching this idea of this dark universe thing. So my score will be just fat ass 0.
The reason why we're